What's up, 40 gang? This Big 40. And this is my intro video.
I'm done dealing with attitude. I'm blessed, you're stressed about what I do. Your obsession with my life, you can't control what you lose. All lies, you tell them all the time. If you were...
What's up, 40 gang? So I'm here to start off with my intro video to tell y'all a little bit about me. My real name is Jasmine Walker, but everybody calls me Big 40. I can tell you why. I started playing ball at a young age, I guess. It wasn't organized or anything. I was around the street with the boys, you know, busting them up. And you know, if you watching, you know who you are. Y'all know who y'all are. But anyway, I used to play basketball like in the neighborhoods. Like, it wasn't nothing I took too seriously. Nothing I actually seen my future. Nobody in my family played sports. Not basketball, volleyball, football, nothing. Where basketball has taken me and continuously to take me throughout my life is phenomenal. It's amazing. And going back to my younger days, like as a kid, like I would have never thought, like to this day, I would have been here in this position that I'm in, which is crazy to me. Like even to this day, I still be thinking about that. Like it's so surreal on how my life just went, like when it came to basketball. And to start off, like how I even got into basketball, I met my best friend like in the 6th grade. She was just like really just put me on, like, hey, you should play basketball. Like, you should just try it out. So, you know, we went to the same middle school. We met in elementary, 6th grade year, 7th grade year. We both went to the same middle school. So we trying out for the same team or whatever. And, you know, coach pulling out all the jerseys. 1 through whatever. You could pick out whatever number you want. And I had already knew, like, I didn't want a single digit number for some odd reason. For some odd reason, I didn't want a single digit number. I can't tell y'all why. I don't even know why. But at the end of the day, I felt like number 40 has a hold on me. Like, I feel like that name and number, like, that makes me. I make it. Like, I make it look good. You know, I'm looking at the corner of my eye and I see number 40 and I just automatically knew, like, that was the number for me. Like, and it's been sticking to me for my whole entire career. Like, I went through middle school with it, high school with it, college, the pros, overseas. Like, that number is mine, period. Like, I would play you one-on-one for it. Like, it's that deep. It's like putting money on the line. Like, I take it personal. But anyway, sip my wine. Shit, that's why we got it out here for. Oh, that's good. Okay. The wine I'm drinking is Merlot, whatever. Look, I just started drinking wine like 2 years ago, so don't quote me. Anyway, I always knew like I wanted to be successful in life. Like that's always been my goal and determination in life because the life I was around growing up. Like I've seen people not graduating. Like I've seen people not making it in life. I've seen people not being successful in life, and I just knew I didn't want that for myself. I've always wanted to be better in life. I always wanted to do better in life. And you know, coming from Montgomery, Alabama, like I automatically knew I wanted a way out. Like I wanted to figure out like what was gonna be my ticket in life. And honestly, y'all, from the moment that I realized that I could actually be good in basketball, like I took it and ran with it. Like day in, day out, like I used to work on my game. I wanted to be versatile. I wanted to be able to do everything so I could be valuable. And the more and more I started to realize that, the harder and harder I worked. The harder and harder I worked. I want to say the year of 2014, I tear my ACL. It's my first tear. And I want to say throughout that process, it was so tough for me. Only because, of course, I'm young. I'm playing in a Alabama system. I'm here to tell you now, like the therapy wasn't how it's supposed to be. Yeah, they pushed me to my fullest potential, but like knowing what I know now, I knew for a fact that wasn't enough for me. Everything happens for a reason, but I also felt like being that I tore my ACL at that time made me realize how much I should value basketball even more. Because in a blink of an eye, it could be taken away from you just like that. And I felt that twice. But I'm gonna get to that second one. But we talking about this first one. I feel like when you turn your ACL, like most people think like their career is over with, they'll never be the same again. That's not true. I can tell you for something that I know, not for what somebody told me. And don't ever let somebody tell you that you're not good enough. Don't ever let somebody tell you that you can't make it. Don't ever let somebody tell you what you can and can't do in life. Because I've had that my whole life. I had people say I was soft. I had people say I was a quitter. I had people say that I wasn't going to be good enough. That's so funny to me to this day because of looking in the seat that I'm sitting in, y'all. That's why I'm like, I don't care what you want to do in life. I'm a big believer in believing in yourself. Because one thing I had to really instill in myself, which I definitely get it from my mom. Just seeing her being a single mom, working as hard as she was working. Me and my brother, we never had to want for anything in this world. Still to this day. We don't have to worry or want for anything in this world. And I feel like I took that work ethic along the way. I tore my ACL in 2014. And even though I was going through a hard time and depression, like I still had a vision. People thought like, oh, she tore her ACL. She's not going to get no college offers. She's not going to do this. She's not going to do that. She was soft anyway. She's a quitter. I'm going to sip to that. Because one thing I've learned in life is so many people that would rather talk down on you because that's the easiest thing to do. And I feel like I had that my whole life. It's so easy to talk down to somebody that you wish you could be. And I had to realize that. Yeah, I mean, when you're young, you're a kid, of course it's going to eat you up. You're a kid. But I feel like as I got older, I started working even harder because one thing about me, I love to make people eat their words. I love it. That's my favorite thing to do in life. I'm going to continue to do it in life because what can you do? You can't stop me from nothing I want to do in this life. And that's what I'm here to tell you. Don't ever let somebody say what you can and can't do. So I come back. People was thinking like my career was over with. And I was like going to the 10th grade. I was just getting started. I was young. Whatever the case may be. We was on the verge of going to the state championship. But I didn't play the first half of that season. And my team did phenomenal without me. But when I was coming back, you know, I was all in the newspaper saying that I'd be back before Christmas, right? I tear my ACL 5 months before that. I got released December 25th, actually on Christmas Day. I got released that day. 100%, full effect. And I had worked my butt off so bad. I used to have 3 workouts a day as a 10th grader. I had a mindset. I had a vision. I had a vision for myself. And honestly, I really did because a lot of people say I couldn't do it. I really came quickly. Like, it probably wasn't even a good idea to come as quickly as I did. It probably wasn't a bright idea to come as quickly as I did. But the fact that I had so many people saying that I couldn't do it. And it's like I wanted to make them eat their words so bad. I used to literally overwork myself just so I can get to that point. Y'all, when I got to that point, when I got released, it was smooth sailing from there. I got offers from all over the country. Something that they said I wasn't going to get. I got offers from D1 schools, something that they said I wasn't going to get. I won 2 state championships and I led the way, something they said I wasn't going to do. All because of an injury. Really, I mean, and it's a tough injury. Like, I'm not finna sit here and sugarcoat it. Like, it's definitely like a tough one. That's one to eat for real. But me, even to this day, it's something that I can't overcome. Like, I felt like I'm eating that and throwing it behind me. Like, that's light work. And I felt like that throughout my whole life, throughout my whole career during high school. And when I graduated high school, I'm going to the University of Alabama. I'm working my way up. And the work ethic is still there. I'm still working. I'm still developing each year. I want to say that switch, when you talking about something I really got good, really was my junior year in Alabama. Like, I don't know what happened. I think it was because I was playing 2K a lot, though. Come my senior year, my last year at Alabama, Alabama has never made it to NCAA tournament, and we make it that year. But the whole year, the biggest thing for me, like, I was always considered good. I was never consistent. I didn't care at all because I know what I can do. And my message to you, like, if you know what you can do, like, forget about who's on the outside looking in, because don't nobody have to go through it. Don't nobody have to work for it but you. And if you believe in yourself first, that's all that matters. You have to build a confidence within yourself before anybody else in this world can put it into you. Like, I hate when people be like, oh, your coaches got to put the confidence in the players. No, if you do the work, and you put in the time, that confidence is going to be there with or without your coach. When your coach have confidence in you, give you the green light, that's like a +1. But that confidence starts with the person. It starts with the player. You follow me? It starts with the player. So I have a phenomenal season my Alabama year. Like, my stats doubled. Like, I was averaging like 20 plus points my last year at Alabama. Really, like, in my bag, because, like, at this point in time, throughout my whole college career, I'm like, I want to make it to the W. Like, I want to graduate college. I want to make it to the W. Like, that was my main focus. Like, when all this was said and done, I'm going to the W, period. Like, I felt like what I was doing, my freshman and sophomore year, I felt like I was cruising and stuff. But it's like a switch really, like, just flipped on me, because I'm like, either you going to graduate and go back home, which is something I did not want to do. Like, I'm going to be real with y'all. Like, I didn't want to go back to Montgomery. I didn't want to start a life. Like, I didn't want to start a life there. I wanted to keep doing what I love to do. So I had to really, think, like, what's really important to me. It's stuff that I sacrificed in college. It's stuff that I didn't do, wasn't able to do in college. Like, skipped out on parties, skipped out on a lot of stuff, kickbacks. I skipped out on a lot of stuff because I know what I really wanted. My name gets called in the 2021 draft. When I tell y'all, I just wanted to bust out crying when they called my name, because it's like everything that I've been through, what people said about me, is really what the people said about me, what I've been through, how hard I worked. And to hear my name get called that night at number 7 in the first round, bro, I'm finna sip to that, because dang. I'm talking about I'm a girl from Montgomery, Alabama. It's no women's anything from there when it comes to going pro. So I feel like when I made it, I feel like I made it for all the girls that I grew up with. I feel like I made it for all the little girls that's growing up watching me, looking up to me. Like, I feel like that night when I made it, I feel like I didn't just make it for Jasmine Walker. I feel like I made it for a lot of females that I knew, or a lot of females that look up to me that's from the same city or area that I'm from. Literally, I feel like we all made it that night. Like, for real. Like, anyway, like, I get to the pros, I'm having a phenomenal preseason. Like, I started off strong. We talking about ACL number 2. Second game of the season, I tore my ACL, the same knee. And it's like I wanted to crawl under a rock. I really wanted to crawl under a rock. And here comes the negativity. Oh, she might not come back the same. Y'all, I'm here to tell y'all again. Don't ever let somebody tell you what you can and cannot do. Because when you look at me today, you can't even tell if I tore my ACL. Because you know what that comes with? Hard work and dedication. And I feel like when it comes to Big 40, all that ties into that name. Not just my number, because that number do has a hold on me. But I feel like Big 40 also ties into what I've been through in life. That name really hold weight. Like, I really work for what's behind that name. Like, what's really behind that name, because I really been through a lot. And tearing your ACL is really like a mental break for some people. When I tore my ACL the second time, I felt how I felt, but at the same time, I've been through it before. I'm not saying that it was a walk in the park, because obviously it wasn't. Like, I basically blew out my knee. Like, I tore my ACL, I tore my meniscus, and I messed up my cartilage. So I basically blew that thing out. I'm not even going to tell y'all how I did it, because it's just embarrassing. But it was a freak accident, like, off something so simple. when it came to like getting back into my groove, like I really feel like I really had to showcase myself. Even to this day, like I still got to showcase myself. Like I'm still young, I'm still getting that thing and going. So, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot that ties into that. But I just wanted to, you know, get y'all into here, you know, letting y'all know who I am, see my face or whatever. But yeah, like we in this thing, we locked in. Like we locked in for the long run, but don't ever let somebody tell you what you can't do. And I mean that, like, you gonna go through hard times. Like, let's just get away from the basketball aspect of it. Like, you gonna go through hard times. People struggle. People go through hardships. And it's like, who are you to judge? Or say negative things about a certain person because they probably wish they was in their shoes. And some people, like, really be preying on a downfall. And it's like, for what? You ain't doing nothing but uplifting me. It's crazy to me, y'all, because all those people who used to call me soft and saying I wasn't going to make it in life, saying that I was this and I was that, I be, where's that energy on draft night? Oh, I ain't think so. The same people who's going to talk down on you when you at the top, they're going to be the same people trying to ride your bandwagon. So, you know, feel how you feel about stuff. Go through what you have to go through. But, like, don't let that deter you. Don't let that determine your future. Don't let that determine your energy. Like, we all go through stuff as people. It is what it is. But I'm gonna have another video for y'all. But y'all know what it is. Bigfortyyyyy in this thing. We out.
Done dealing with attitude. I'm less you're stressed about what I do.